Hi guys, hope everyone is doing well. Last day of the month, last day of the quarter, just gone 12:30 here on the 31st of March. I'm just having a look at the S&P, which has just hit an interesting level, last week's high not long ago. But also, if we have a look at the longer time frame, you've also got, I'll just put this onto the daily chart here, you've also got the moving average cross, which obviously gets people talking. The death cross has happened. Is this going to signal a short-term top for this market? And in fact, we're going to start to drift lower. We'll certainly be interested to see how much traction that gets over the coming days. Let's go back to the shorter time frame. A bit of a trend line break overnight in the early hours. That could offer a bit of support as we come back through. But for me, 25.50, today's pivot point, yesterday morning's high. That's a good a level as any. Another market which has had a decent move today has been the euro. We waited all week for this trend line to break. It did in the early hours, 7 a.m, the retest, and since then we've pushed over 100 pips lower to that low. So a bit of dollar strength coming in on the last day of the month after having all of last week as a strong push to the upside for the euro here. So the pound, we've seen that come off session highs, but not to the extent that the euro has. So the pound pretty much flat for the day. A couple of key levels, 123 I'd still have marked up as important, and also these trend lines here just for a bit of guide. As long as we can stay above there, it might not be too susceptible to this dollar strength that we're seeing. And I would argue, obviously this market's come down a long way, but if we can get above 125, and I appreciate we're still a fair way off that, you've got to imagine the pound has got a bit more recovering to do above that level, and certainly get the attention of the bulls if we were to attack that point. The bears below 123 and this trend line, I think, would start to get interested as well. So those would be the main markets I'd be focusing on at the moment. Gold as well actually had a pretty interesting push lower this morning. We broke through this area support, which you can see had been so strong over the last couple of trading sessions. That's broken down, and we're now almost at 1600, which we've marked up before as a very key technical level that the bulls will want to defend. So definitely worth keeping an eye on that. Oil as well, after hitting $20 yesterday, we've had a decent push now. After trading lowest down, we got to on the futures at 1929, 1927 to be precise, and that since then has rallied up to almost $22. We have filled the gap from the weekend. That obviously acted a bit of resistance first. We're trading on there now. If we were to finish the day above where we're trading here, closer and above to $22, then we may have just seen a short-term bottom here in oil. However, last day of the quarter, always susceptible to some choppy price action, so just be aware of that. Hope you'll have a good trading day, and of course I'll catch you all later on.